Greetings, I am Cedric Johnson, and right now I'm going to present through my YouTube channel my journal entry for ENC1102, Composition 2 class. So for my first journal entry, it was about something that gives you shade. When talking about shade in the literal standpoint, I think of a tree or a tent, depending on the size and the amount of shade that you get. When speaking in a non-literal standpoint, things that bring negative energy or unnecessary energy to an extent is what brings shade. I wouldn't perceive shade to even be a good thing. This is it right here. Can't see it. It might flip. I don't know. Okay, so here's journal entry 2, an encounter that changed your outlook. So I said, to be honest, I can list a number of encounters that have changed my outlook on life. One I would say in particular would be unusual and relatable. One encounter that I'd say changed my outlook on life would be graduating high school. The outlook I've gotten was to approach life and everything with a purpose, or to just take some things a bit more seriously. Now, to be honest, I never like to take things seriously because I don't believe anything in life is really that serious. I've also acquired this outlook through different experiences within my life that I later on realized that it wasn't as serious as I thought it to be. After graduation, I realized quickly that I had goals to obtain and accomplish. And this is right here. And also, disclaimer, I didn't do journal number 11, but I know it was a free write, so I obviously just talk about something. But it was mainly just because I had a trip, but it was like a trip for like the school I had to go to, orientation. So I wasn't there to do journal 11. Right here is journal number 3, my first memory of reading. To be honest, I'd say that there's been many core memories for me as far as reading at a young age. One that sticks out the most is when my first grade teacher noticed that I had trouble comprehending what I was reading from the story. When my mom found out about this, she searched many stores and the internet nonstop to find second and fourth grade reading comprehension books. Even though it was stressful and aggravating at the time, I can definitely say that it was worth it. This is journal entry number 3. Okay, so journal entry number 4. 3 things you would put in the table of contents to keep of my life. So I said to keep things short and simple, I would just do a beginning, middle, and elder. Beginning page would consist of last 2 digits of the year from when I was born to now, also including scientific knowledge. So certain scientific phrases and knowledge you would know and understand why I put my table of contents the way it is. And this is journal entry number 4, right here, table of contents under. For journal entry number 5, it was there a story about your family that has been passed down, or which member frequently told stories? So what I said was yes, a story that was passed down around the time my mom and aunties were bad little kids. This came about because there would be times where my mom, aunts, and grandparents would debate about who the most behaved child was. The family member that tells stories the most is my grandfather. He tells a lot of stories. This is journal entry number 5. Going to number 7. I might have miscounted, I don't know. Write a short story. Journal entry number 6. Symbolism in Kendrick Lamar's performance. I basically mentioned like symbolism with Uncle Sam, how the people with the red shirts and the blue shirts fell down, but the people who were in their circle stayed up or stood up. Something like that as far as symbolism. And one more thing was, I guess it was just the fact that how like they all made like a American flag, and just it was so much symbolism within that video. I did make a journal entry about that, but it was on I submitted it through the text entry thing in the assignment. Journal 7, write a short story. Write a short story, something you are proud of. Through my years of sport, I was able to accomplish a lot within my senior year. I was able to have a great year in basketball, resulting in me receiving offers to play for a few schools. Even with track, I was able to enjoy and take in every moment. I even I even was honored to win districts in the 4x4. It was 4x800. Yeah, 4x800. Through all of this, I was recognized for my accolades for receiving many scholarships in order to pay for school, which I am very glad and happy about. This is journal entry number 7. Journal entry number 8. What do you think it means to be a witness? What it means to be a witness is to be a knowledgeable person to what was or is going on. To be specific, it should be a first person experience of something that has or is happening, and you're literally watching it happen at that very moment, which that's what I think a witness is. This is journal entry number 8, right here on top. Pretty sure it'll flip after the video is done. But journal entry number 9, groups you belong to. Groups that I say that I belong to are the obvious ones, like my family as a whole, New Providence Missionary Baptist Church back at home. That's a church that I go to almost every Sunday back at home. And some Oregon campus. The Scholarship House, which I live in, this Southern Scholarship Foundation Night House, located near Palmetto South. So I think I am a member of Scholarship House too, and more that I can't think about right now. At the moment, I couldn't think about many others, but just basically mainly just orgs, family, friend groups, the general FAMU, HBCU as a whole, Scholarship House, just SSF as a whole, like just, yeah, I'm part of many groups. And this journal number 9, if I haven't showed already. Journal number 10, free write. At this moment, I just put, I don't know what to write about. I'm just tired and want to go to bed, because at that day, I was very tired. I did not feel like going to bed. I didn't want to go to, well, no, I felt like going to bed. I wanted to go to bed. I didn't feel like being in class. But, I had to get my education. I couldn't waste my money. This is proof. That's what I said. Now, skipping journal entry number 11, I will talk about that later. This is journal entry number 12. And I'm not trying to go over past the limit, Okay. Journal 12, something that inspires me. I would say my family, the people I love outside of my family, and the goals that I look forward to acquiring and accomplishing. Because just that, it just gives you, just that in general, this is the entry right here. It just gives you the drive to just go harder. Like, just with anything as far as, like, things you're trying to accomplish, things that you're trying to do, goals you're trying to obtain, the dreams that you've been having, whether you were awake or asleep, just those amazing dreams you want to happen. That's what motivates me, like my dreams, my goals, my family, like just, it's so much factors. But those were the main ones that came up. Journal entry 13, free write any topic. So this was mine for journal 13, is right here, by the way. A lot run through my mind day by day, whether they are problems that I face in my personal life to successes that come to me. Meaning that, like, even through our life, it's always something, whether it's good or bad, like, it's always something. It piles up. Sometimes it goes away, sometimes it's still there, but overall, like, it's always something every day. But I guess that's what happens where you're getting older and where you're actually growing up, Everything just happens, and many things happen for a reason, God does stuff for a reason, in a way to where you can gain understanding, or you can see your blessings and witness your blessings right in front of you, or witness problems right in front of you that could lead to your blessing, or just problems that just shows you that, hey, maybe you need to tighten up a little bit, or maybe you need to, not grow up, but, kind of understand and learn a little bit. Journal 14, reflect your reading and writing in the class thus far. What I said was, honestly, my reading has improved and my comprehension has grown a lot since last year. It has. As far as writing, I believe that I am getting more creative with it, which I really truly believe that I am. Just overall, just because Miss Snodgrass, if you are watching this, I feel like you give a more of like a creative outlook upon writing as a whole. As far as me, many of my English teachers from back at home through high school, middle school, English was never fun to me. So, like, it was never something you could just have free writes or just something simple and small. Like, it was everything was just overdoing it, always just essays, reading comprehension, multiple choice questions. Like I hated it. But you really make English fun. Here, right here, journal entry 15. This is the last one. This is the free write. This has been a long year filled with happiness, anger, productivity, laughter, and especially learning moments. Really, I can say there's been happiness, there's been anger, there's been me being upset. There's been a lot of productivity. Even when there's days where I didn't feel like doing anything, there's been a lot of productivity, a lot of laughter too. I say that there was much laughter throughout this year, just with certain things. Like, sometimes I laugh about certain things, whether it was actually funny or not. And then many learning moments, like just, and not even just from my mistakes, but from my mistakes too, but also from many other people's mistakes or things that people will teach you or tell you. With that, people could give you advice that could really be learning moments. It could really stick with you to all the way to, excuse my French, but damn near to you die, And it's like just a lot of things, just a lot of things you learn, a lot of things you go through, experience within a year. For my journal entry number 11, it is a free write, but I never got to really do the free write upon having a basically a business trip for orientation, or for me being an orientation leader for FAMU. But for my free write, I would mainly say, because I've always want to talk about this, a cartoon debate, mainly expressing that the best cartoon ever, I would say, is Regular Show. I really love Regular Shows from Cartoon Network. I just always enjoy Regular Show day in, day out. Coming from class, I always be excited to get home, get my homework done, because I used to always think homework was easy back then, like elementary school, somewhat middle school. Get my homework done, just watch cartoons, watch Regular Show, and then like it's always bring excitement. And an honorable mention would probably be Annoying Orange. Annoying Orange was weird, but it was funny at the same time. And then last but not least, one more show I would say would probably be Johnny Test. Johnny Test was amazing too. But those are my top 3 cartoons. Those were amazing cartoons. But whoever's watching, Miss Snodgrass, if you are watching, I hope you enjoyed my video of my journal entries. And I hope I get an A for this.